Hi everyone, peace be upon you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emel. In today's video, I wanted to share some of the ways that helped me tremendously in refining, aligning, and being more in tune with the divine guidance, along with opening me up to the divine inspiration that directs me towards my destination and helped me in taking this spiritual pilgrimage towards Allah. So, guidance is necessary because it is a flow, it is a rhythm that guides you towards your meant to be, the experiences you are meant to experience, the lessons you are meant to learn, the wisdom that you are meant to receive. It walks you and directs you towards your destiny. And in reality, we write our own destiny by making the choices we are meant to make and taking the decisions we are meant to take. But what we write is inspired by what? Is influenced by what? Is it influenced by the conditioning, the programming, the limitation? Or is it inspired by something so big, so vast, more in tune with who you truly are, with your authentic self? So it's necessary to open ourselves to receive this divine inspiration, as it is the rhythm of the flow. Divine inspiration is the rhythm of the guidance. It's the melody that when you sit and listen and open up to receive this inspiration, you start to hear the sound of the flow and you start to follow that sound. You start to follow this melody that guides you towards your meant to be. And this melody is also directing you and guiding you towards a higher state of consciousness, a heavenly state of consciousness that opens you up to this divine guidance, that opens you up to this divine inspiration, that allows you to see things more clearly. Guidance is crucial and necessary, especially nowadays, because nowadays these places, these illusionary places, and everywhere, there is a lot of misinformation and misguidance. There is a lot of people that jump into that role to guide, even though they don't have the spiritual maturity, even though that they don't have the sharp insight that allows them to guide people around them. So it's important to have discernment too, because you want to discern between what is a truthful guidance and what is something that comes from an egoic self that just want to achieve and attain and take and cling. So you want to follow the truthful guidance, and it exists within you. You just need to unlock it within yourself. You don't need to follow a person or do this and that. Sometimes it's necessary to have a teacher that guides you towards things, but it's important to know if your teacher has a spiritual maturity and understand the path. This is the spiritual work. It's not about psychological manipulation and psychoanalyzing and having all these tricks and methods. No. Spiritual work, true spiritual work, guides you towards a higher state of consciousness, a heavenly state of consciousness, nirvana. So, this is the type of guidance you want to receive as you walk in this spiritual journey. One of the things that helped me in aligning myself and tuning myself into the flow of divine guidance is aligning my physical body. It's fixing my posture, is bringing back my physical body to its original position. When we fix our posture, straighten our back, relax our shoulders, and tuning in our hips, we are actually aligning ourselves with this path, because the path exists within you. What we are doing here, we are aligning our physical body to receive, especially when you start to align your back and straighten your back. Your spine is like the satellite that gets in tune with the divine channel when you align it. You are bringing back your body to its original position. So through that, you allow the energy inside of you to move, to circulate, to regenerate. And through that, we can enter into a deeper state, a state that help us to see how we are always guided, not only spiritually, also physically. Your body has a memory. It has a memory of creation. Your hands has the memory of creation. Your feet has a memory to the destination you meant to visit. Your shoulders, when they are relaxed, it allows you and puts you into this present moment. So aligning your physical body is a crucial and important part in aligning yourself with this divine path or this divine guidance. Also, when we align our physical body, we're actually also aligning our etheric body, because the etheric body is directly connected to this physical body, and it has the same silhouette of the physical body. So this is the energetic body, and when you align your physical body, the etheric body is connected to the subtle realities and subtle realms that gets you more in tune with the divine channel, and in result you start to receive the guidance, you start to receive the inspiration. So it's important to align our body, to be more present, to open up the spots that usually the energy doesn't flow in. When we are clenching ourselves, we are stopping the flow of energy to flow. But when we open ourselves, we open our heart, we straighten our back, we align our hips, and we relax our shoulder into this present moment, we are opening ourselves to this divine guidance and this divine inspiration. We're opening ourselves to these subtle realities that has a certain flow, a certain rhythm, a certain melody that guides you towards you're meant to be. So fixing your posture is basically the external alignment, but there is also inner alignment, and inner alignment means that there is no dissonance between your inner dialogue, your belief system, your intuition, your feelings, the ideas that comes to your mind. You're not scattered all around the place. You feel something, but your mind tells you something. You're doing something else. All these things, if they are scattered all over the place, all over your inner world, they cause confusion. You become unstable. You become less focused. But when we align what we feel with what we do, with our intuition, we align our belief system. If we believe in God, we act like we believe in God. If you believe in love, you act like you believe in love. You feel that love. You embody that love. You start doing things with love. You start to love courageously without any limitation. So whatever you believe in, whatever you feel, whatever your intuition tells you to do, there is alignment in that. You start to do it, you start to feel it, you start to be it, you start to embody it. There is no dissonance between what you feel, what you do, what you believe in. There is no confusion, there is no instability internally. Everything flows from the same place and return to the same place. Everything comes from that oneness and return to that oneness. This is how you unite between these things. You unite between your belief system, your intuition, the guidance, the inner guidance you feel, the feelings you feel, the ideas and inspiration you get. You align everything and you allow the movement of this flow. It's like a river that flows. You follow the flow. You allow everything to be in tune and in alignment, to flow effortlessly and spontaneously without any confusion, without any instability. And how you align that, how you do that inner alignment, is by noticing. Are you scattered? Is what you say different than what you do? Like, what is your belief system? Is it in tune and in alignment with that intuition, with the guidance? When you start to notice and observe these things, you start to align them. This is where the power of visualization comes through. When we feel that there is a scattering and there is confusion, we start to move things through our inward gaze. When we turn that gaze inward and we start to see how our gaze is wandering around, you go from a thought to a thought, from a fantasy to a fantasy, from indulging in here and that. But when we start to understand that there is a power in our inward gaze, that we can start to visualize that alignment, we start to move things through our gaze inside of ourselves. We start to allow things and help things to flow and move. Because in reality, inner alignment means that it is the clear flow, the clear movement of your feelings, imagination, dreams, visions, beliefs, all these things flowing spontaneously towards the oneness. It's that concentration. So when you start to act, you act from that oneness. You act from a place that is united, that has a solid foundation. You don't act from a place that is scattered. So basically, when you align yourself, you realize you're like an instrument, that you tune it in to that specific tone or a specific melody that helps you to play out this melody as you follow the rhythm, as you follow the movement of this flow. So it's just all about tuning in, aligning, refining yourself in order to play this melody. Another thing that I love a lot, that helped me to tune into this divine guidance, is contemplation. It's one of my favorite things to do because it puts me in a meditative state. And contemplation, unlike overthinking, you know how overthinking is basically your thoughts racing and it goes everywhere. It doesn't have a specific destination. And if it has a destination, it leads you toward descending into the darkness. You start to see things from a place of unconsciousness because you're overthinking, you're being anxious, you're panicking, you're calculating things, you're jumping into conclusions and assumptions. But contemplation, there is a flow of thoughts. A flow of thoughts leads you towards a truth, and that guides you towards illumination. The truth illuminates you. There is a flow of thoughts that guides you towards such a truth. When you sit and contemplate, you allow the thoughts to slowly move into a certain direction, a certain flow. You gently and slowly guide the thoughts towards this place of illumination. And this happens spontaneously when we contemplate. Sometimes like we overthink and that, but start to practice contemplation more, and then you will find that flow. You will get more in tune with that flow, and you understand that flow through where it directs you towards, through the destination that it takes you towards, because such a flow of thoughts will always guide you towards a place of compassion, of deep compassion, of deep understanding. In result, you start to take the wisest decision, because the wisest decision lean towards compassion. And we must also understand that compassion is not always expressed in a loving and embracing way. Sometimes compassion is a sharp sword that cut right through the nonsense. Contemplation softens you up. It puts you in a meditative state. It allows you to see things and reality more clearly. It helps you to see this divine intelligence, this divine flow, this divine rhythm that moves everything according to the divine plan. Another thing that helps us to receive the inspiration and be more in tune with this divine guidance is your imagination. Your imagination is not just merely a tool to manifest what you want. Stop obsessing with manifestation and getting what you want. You will get what you want. Just relax a little bit. Don't reduce this powerful abilities, this imagination, to merely a tool to manifest and get what you want and get your desires. Slowly, like, don't rush into getting what you want. Slowly, you will get what you want. By the power of God, by the will of God, inshallah, you will get what you want. Stop obsessing too much over manifesting your desires. This is the best way, this is the best techniques, this is the best thing to do in order to receive what you want. Stop it. Be more present. Slowly, you will receive what you want. Don't rush into things. Don't chase after your desires. Your imagination is powerful. Your imagination is the house that receive the divine inspiration. So don't occupy your imagination with so many techniques and methods. You must empty and clear your imagination as much as possible. Empty it as much as possible. Stop indulging in fantasies. Stop indulging in making these scenarios. Stop daydreaming. Stop drowning inside of your imagination by making all these assumptions and conclusions and delusions. Stop. You must clear out your imagination. Stop also consuming so much images and so many things in the in the internet and all around. We're constantly bombarded by all these images, and it influences our imagination. It impacts the flow of our imagination. Like, we start to base our wants and desires on what we see. It's like we're influenced by all these things that we watch and consume. So we must empty ourselves as much as possible through detoxing, through fasting from consuming so many images and so many videos and so many content out there. We must empty ourselves, empty our imagination, stop indulging in these fantasies, because when you start to indulge too much into these fantasies and images and scenarios you start to create, this is how powerful your mind is. You start to trick yourself that you are doing something. That's why you have no energy when it comes to when it comes to actually doing what you want, doing what you imagine, doing what these visions and dreams you have in your imagination, because you are losing so much energy. You are wasting your energy in these fantasies, and you weaken your vitality, your life force that actually push you towards doing and creating. So when we still ourselves, when we still our imagination, when we empty our imagination and start to opening it up to that divine inspiration, whatever image it arises in your imagination, whatever vision or a dream or an idea that arises as an image in your imagination, you must understand how to impregnate this image with your will. You must unite your will with your imagination in order to birth these ideas and visions, in order to create, in order to flow spontaneously with this divine guidance. So you need to know how to preserve your energy through concentration, through practicing focus. The easiest ways to practice focus is to put an object in front of you and just focus on it for a period of time. Through doing such a meditative practice, it helps you to see this object clearly and the energetic field of that object. So you start to feel that flow, that subtle movement around this physical reality, and you start to notice the movement and where is it going, where is it directing you toward. And concentration help you to condense your energy, help you to strengthen your life force. Such a concentration help you also to cultivate the medicine. The medicine become more potent and more effective when it's concentrated. And what is the medicine here? You know, as we walk in this journey and we start to explore and we start to cultivate, the medicine here is your consciousness. When your consciousness is concentrated on that oneness, your healing becomes more spontaneous. You see things through this eye of compassion. You see things through this space of understanding. And not only that, but such a medicine will heal you. It's like the inner elixir that exists within you. That healing happens spontaneously. It's like you regenerate when you heal. Through being conscious, through being aware of what's happening internally and externally, but without rushing into, judging and psychoanalyzing and doing all these things that make you lose your energy. No, being conscious is being present. And another way that helped me tremendously in opening myself up to this divine inspiration and guidance is deepening my presence, is being here and now. Because in reality, the present moment is the starting point. It's the beginning of your journey. Whatever you want, whatever you desire exists here and now. Guidance and inspiration exist here and now. It's not in the far future and it's not in the past. It's here and now. Here and now gives you a glimpse of what eternity feels like. And you want to have the heavenly eternity, the blissful eternity. You want to receive more blessings, and you receive when you are here and now and near to that flow. Also, deepening your presence means I am fully here, present, and whatever I do it with concentration, with consciousness, and I do my utmost best. Even when I perform the most beautiful task, like, cleaning your room or washing the dishes, I'm doing my utmost best because I'm fully here. I'm present with what it is. I'm not, traveling around the fantasies. No, I'm fully present here and now. So I'm doing my utmost best. I aim for excellency. Not only that, but I do it wholeheartedly. I don't do things half-heartedly. I'm scattered, I'm absent, I'm here and there and everywhere. No. I'm condensing all my energy into this present moment. And this helps us to deepen our presence. And this helps us to feel that divine flow, that rhythm, that poetic rhythm that guides you towards your destination, that guides you in this path. What you are doing here, this is the spiritual work. You are cultivating this medicine, which is consciousness. You are cultivating the essence of abundant, because when you are here, when you are present, when you do things wholeheartedly, you do things from a place that is content with this present moment. You're not doing things from a place that is lacking, that is not fully present, that is doubtful. No. You're doing things from a place that is present, content, from that concentration of the heart. That's why when you do things and when you create and when you birth your ideas into existence, it leaves an impression because the spirit of it is strong and vivid. It's not something that comes from a scattered place. It comes from a place that is concentrated. So you always aim for excellency. You always do your utmost best in everything you do. You always do things wholeheartedly. You put your heart in it. And this is how you deepen your presence. This is how you open up yourself to that inspiration, to that flow, to that rhythm. So it's very important to do that, and slowly and gradually you will deepen your presence. You will open up yourself to the divine inspiration. You will feel that poetic rhythm. It's not about rushing into it. It's about observing, seeing, noticing, sharpening your insight and your concentration, and slowly it will happen. But you have to make that effort, because without the effort, without actually doing the work, you're not gonna get result. It's not about just sitting in your imagination and fantasizing about these things. And you must understand that you are always guided, you are perceived, you are seen, you are heard. So when you ask for guidance, when you will receive it. It's not like you are put into this world without any type of guidance. No, there are a lot of ways to receive this type of guidance. And no, there is almost like a vertical umbilical cord. The umbilical cord connects you to your mother when you are inside her, womb. As you walk this spiritual path, you realize there is this vertical umbilical cord that connects you with this womb of compassion, and it provides you with this food, with this inspiration, with these visions, with the dreams that helps you to walk in this path, that guides you towards your destination. You're not alone. You're not here without any type of guidance. You're not here without any type of protection, or you are seen. You are perceived by this divine eye. You are heard. You can ask Allah to show you the way. Ask Allah to reveal the path for you, so you can go towards your meant to be, your destination. This is what I wanted to share in this video. I wanted to share with you some of the ways that helped me, and to maybe open your eyes to what's happening here around this place. A lot of misguidance, a lot of misinformation. Have the discernment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and see where is this guidance coming from. Is it coming from an egoic place, or is it coming from a truthful place that feels that from the heart to the heart, not from the ego to the ego, not something that just fuel you and motivate you temporarily and then it dies out. No, something that will stay with you. It's everlasting. It stays with you for eternity. So be careful out there. Know what you are receiving. Know where it comes from. Know where it leads you towards. Whoever knows where they come from, they know where they are heading towards. To God we belong, and to God we return. So always see where is this direction of the flow taking you. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for listening to me. I hope whatever I said resonates with you. Peace.